Okay, so today I'm going to talk about a song of mine that's going to be on my album called Song in the Key of 4/4. Basically, this song is a sarcastic song. Pretty much all the lyrics, everything has a kind of sarcastic meaning behind it. Some of it's kind of serious, sarcastic. Some of it's just kind of humorous, sarcastic. It's heavily Randy Newman influenced. I make reference to him. It's heavily influenced by the Kinks. Mainly their song She's Bought a Hat Like Princess Maria. The end of the song is that kind of Dixieland thing going on. The main style of the song I say would be mainly Kinks influenced, but the sarcastic lyrics and kind of stuff I feel it's more Randy Newman. I do mention Ray Davies, not in this version, but he has have a mention, and also Brian Wilson, pretty much all my songs, but you won't hear it in this one, I don't believe, but there is a multi-vocal part. Later in the song it mentions about sleeping all day like Brian Wilson, listen to Randy Newman and Van Dyke Parks. Van Dyke Parks obviously another big influence. Not maybe really heard on this song, but throwing out this reference. I didn't really know if I wanted to reference names. It's kind of growing on me, and I like throwing that in there. The line about sleeping all day like Brian Wilson is, again, sarcastic, but it's also got some truth in it because, you know, there's been points when all I wanted to do was sleep, kind of being depressed and whatnot. Getting serious there for a moment. Anyways, I'm going to go through the song here, break it down, stop. If you want to hear the whole thing, I might play it. Otherwise, you'll have to wait to the album to hear the whole thing in full. Here we go. Let's start it off. Okay. So, it starts off with bass, piano, and tuba. Now, this is a live recording I did with, I believe it was Mark on tuba, Kirsten on banjo and kazoo, Ricky on drums, and James on ukulele, and then I was on piano. I believe that's all who's on this, but it was a practice recording we did, and I'm just gonna use it for the example. The recording will probably be pretty close to this, but obviously it's gonna change and be better and whatnot. But from where I stand now, this is kind of the overview of the songs. It'll start off with tuba played by Mark and my bass piano, and then it'll kind of go on the song and everyone kind of joins in.
Go ahead.
Okay, so that's the first verse. There's some spots there that I want to really make punch and accent more. A lot more than kind of we really got in this session. So you can kind of hear the sarcasm in some of the lyrics. Some of it is serious, just kind of with the whole leave me alone, don't stay in touch. Just, I feel like a lot of people, you kind of, you lose touch with people. Everyone's guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. When someone's kind of down in the gutter, it kind of hits a little harder. So it kind of has some sarcasm and serious. The whole song is basically like the title, Song in the Key of 4/4. Obviously, it can't be in the key of 4/4, so. So next you have the little instrumental part. So basically this starts out as an instrumental and then it builds up to being the multi-vocals in the last version of it. So very heavily Brian Wilson multi-vocals, but this is the first one, which is just instrumental. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. Obviously, you know, the mixed reference to, you know, being gay, that you can take that either way. Ooh, I'm rhyming. You know, being happy or, you know, being homosexual. Either way, it was supposed to be a very sarcastic lyric because obviously the song is kind of talking about being depressed. But it also has, you know, the reference of being gay. But then it's later it says, you know, but I'm okay, I don't swing that way. So, more sarcasm. And then there again it goes, but would you have me this way? Going back to the gay reference, more sarcasm because it's kind of like, you know, say that, you know, but I don't swing that way. And then it goes, but would you have me this way? So, still sarcasm, humor, joking around, talking about being broken, a lot of, you know, reference to kind of being depressed and whatnot in the lyrics with sarcasm. I feel so down, I feel so low, I feel so so there, you know, referencing to feeling down and blue and gray, sleeping all day like Brian Wilson. Obviously, if you know Brian Wilson, you know how he spent years in bed. So as a reference to that, Brian Wilson, during a period, would listen to Randy Newman endless, you know, over and over. So I like Randy Newman, and that was kind of a reference to both things. And then being Van Dyke Parks, liking Van Dyke Parks, and Brian worked with Van Dyke Parks. A lot of multi going on there. So this next part's the part that's going to have all the multi vocals. Obviously, it's just my vocals, but this is the section that is very Beach Boys. Obviously, I kind of deliberately put it right after mentioning Brian Wilson, so here it is. So the song's supposed to fall apart there. It's like a down run on the bass of the piano. The whole thing kind of falls apart. And then the next section is the throwback to the kind of Dixieland and the Kinks. She's bought a hat like Princess Maria. This part still needs work, but this is just kind of what we had at the moment.
I'm trying to think of some other things here. Well, I'll just play it.
So that's not really how it's going to end. That's just how that recording ended. I remember what I was going to say before is right when that gets ready, it picks up into that part that the beginning one I just played. It's going to have someone shout, play it like Ray Davies would, and then it'll go into the whole kind of Dixieland thing. So getting reference into Ray Davies into that. Those are the only 4 really references to this song. Still needs a lot of work, but you can kind of hear what I'm going for. You know, a lot of sarcasm met with kind of some seriousness about, like I said, about being kind of depressed and stuff that goes in there. The piano playing again is very that kind of stride, the boom chink influenced. The one thing I wanted to mention, I don't know if I'll mention in this song. This also has a big Queen and Freddie Mercury influence. If you know the song, I believe the song Seaside Rendezvous, and there's another one, Lazing on a Sunday Afternoon, I believe. Some Freddie songs, heavily influenced, you know, the piano playing and whatnot into this song as well. I'm not sure if I'll reference him in this song. I'd like to, because it's heavily influenced, and I'm already naming the other people that influenced this song. So I might find a way to mention him. But if you check out those songs as well, you'll kind of get a good idea of what I'm trying to do with this song. It's basically just a melting pot of all these different influences put into one thing. The piano licks, I feel like, were heavily influenced by Freddie. I haven't done much in that kind of with those piano licks that I do in the song, but I really like them. Been wanting to do something like that for a while, so I'm glad when I wrote this that I happened to get that in there. Kind of felt like it was something you would hear kind of on a Freddie Mercury piano song, like those ones I mentioned.
So I think that's a lot for the song for now.
Another thing, I didn't really plan on having kazoo. Kirsten was playing it, and I kind of like it. I'm still on the fence about if I want to put it in there or not. I had some other ideas for things. That's on the fence. It's kind of growing on me, like having it within that lick, piano licks. So I believe that's it. Okay, so I hope you like this video. I know I say that pretty much at the end of all videos, but I really do hope that you're liking each of these videos. You know, don't be afraid to, you know, make some comments if you like them, or things that you think I could do better. Like I said, like I usually say, like, I don't really care if you have negative comments, but, you know, any kind of positive criticism, feel free. If you like these, definitely let me know. I'll do more kind of breaking down the songs. If you have suggestions of how I could break it down even more that you're interested in, let me know, because I'm always looking for, you know, more ideas and better criticism on how I can do these videos. So don't be afraid to message me or comment with any kind of positive criticism or suggestions and whatnot. As usual, like, subscribe, follow my other social media, and have a good day. Thank you.